The crypto market crashed again last night. Just absolutely crazy. Out of nowhere, cryptos were looking bullish. They were setting up, and then in minutes, cryptos crashed almost 10%. Not hours, not taking hours to go down, but in minutes, cryptos crashed. In this video, I'm going to be telling you exactly why this happened and why you actually should not be concerned. But there's a lot of very important things that are happening right now and this week that I'm gonna be telling you about in this video. So make sure you guys watch this video until the very end. You cannot miss what I have in store for you in this video, I promise you. Now, before we get into the video, we are gonna get into it right now. Make sure you guys smash up the likes, subscribe with notifications on, and let me know in the comments, are you panic selling right now or are you panic buying? So right now I'm in my office and I am going to be showing you exactly what the news is in the crypto market. If you hold any cryptocurrency, this video is going to be very important to you. So there's a couple of things that has happened, but the first thing I need to show you the charts. So this is Ethereum right here. We love to take a look at Ethereum on this channel. And let me take off some of these moving averages. And what we can see is Ethereum and cryptos pumped like crazy yesterday. And we made a lot of money with the Patreon buy alerts. Congratulations if you took those trades. We bought early and then it went up a huge amount. But look at this, Ethereum and just single candles just crashed down so hard, so fast. Bitcoin, we have Dogecoin, everything crashed last night. I mean, what the heck happened? Now, if you just go to Google, there's a couple of very big stories that are happening right now. One of them is the SEC regarding Binance. If you have Binance as an exchange or BNB, this information is very important. So what happened is that the SEC is investigating about BNB, whether it's a security, and they're also investigating Binance. So there could be some negative implications concerning Binance for people in the US. They could potentially delist BNB on some exchanges in the US, and they could probably prevent you from even using Binance or Binance US. We will have to see. It's kind of like the same thing that happened with Ripple and XRP. It got delisted off exchanges because the SEC is going after them because of XRP potentially being a security or not a security. So there's issues regarding that. But that is one of the main reasons why cryptos crashed last night. So people panic sold. And when people panic sell and they sell a whole bunch at a very fast amount of time based off of news and panic, it liquidates people. So there's people that are going long, there's people that are going short, and guess what it does? It causes a massive sell-off very quickly based on stop losses and liquidations. That's why the crypto market moved down last night. But there's a couple of things that are happening today. So we have senators unveiling their plans for crypto regulation. And we talked about this a couple of days ago, and they're actually introducing, this is a huge bill, guys. They're introducing today information regarding Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and what needs to be done basically. And what's happening is that if you're an exchange or if you're a cryptocurrency company, you need to register with the SEC and other things. So this could prevent a lot of these projects that are anonymous, people that are anonymous, having these anonymous projects, can prevent a lot of these scam projects, anonymous projects, things like that. And honestly, it is not the most bullish thing for some of these altcoins except for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is not a security. They've deemed Bitcoin not a security. But honestly, regulation is very good, and that's why there's even pro-crypto people and the government introducing this bill. The reason for it is because it's going to pave a way, regulation paves a way to legality, and it paves a way for big institutions and whales to invest. There's no regulation, if things are kind of obscure, no trust by the government or understanding by the government, these projects cannot flourish very well in the US. And when there is regulation, when they settle this stuff and make things legal, which is very good, it helps out cryptocurrencies in a substantial way. So that's happening today. That's a positive note on what's actually happening. But the reason why cryptocurrencies, in my opinion, crash is because of the whole SEC and Binance thing. It's a very big thing. Binance is one of the biggest exchanges in the world. And that's why we probably saw a dip, which caused panic selling, and it just caused a massive trigger sell-off. But here is something very important I need to share with you right now. So cryptocurrencies, yes, they crashed, right? They went down. But you're saying to yourself, if you were up yesterday, you're like, oh my gosh, I made so much money. Cryptos went up almost 10% in a very short period of time. And even if you bought my buy alerts, there was exits, so you would have sold, and there was stop losses, so you would have sold as well. But here is the thing. How do you prevent this from happening? How do you prevent getting stuck in these drops? Because if we actually zoom out of the charts, what we can see is that anytime there has been bullishness with cryptos, there's always an immediate crash. I mean, look at this. Just last week, we saw a huge pump and then boom, back down to the same level. Yesterday, boom, big pump, back down to the same level. It's like every single time this happens, there's any time there is green, there's these immediate crashes down. So what does that tell you? There's a pattern playing out. And if you want to win in the crypto market, you need to play these patterns out properly. You have to play the games that the whales are playing. So whenever there's a lot of green, take your profits, put stop losses. That's why you can join the patrons. So I help you to do that. But I also have a crypto course that will teach you exactly where to put your stop losses, how to take profits, how to know when things are going down, because there's a few things that you can use. There's a few free tools out there that can teach you when to sell and to take profits. And I teach you that in my course, which I highly recommend you watch. So the market is very volatile, guys. The market is very shaky. When you see profits, you need to pay yourself. You need to take profits. I've been telling you guys all for weeks. If you do not take profits, you're missing out on so much money. The people that are making this money right now are the humble people that are taking the 1 to 2 to 3% profits. And guess what? Not everyone is perfect. Nobody can call the top and the bottom every single time. It's very difficult. Even the best traders in the world, they make mistakes all the time. Yesterday, I was not able to take profits, me personally, because of how fast it crashed. So that's what's happening. But guys, on Friday, there is a huge thing going to be taking place, the CPI reading, about 8:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, and they're going to be going over inflation, the inflation rate. Depending on what is said, depending on the inflation reading, it can either pump or dump the markets, guys. And we're not just talking another 5 to 10%. No, guys, we could see a huge crash, or, which is kind of unlikely in my opinion, we could see a massive pump in the stock market and in crypto. So we need to be prepared for that situation. And whenever there is volatility, guys, you know that's going to be taking place. We know the market is bearish. We know inflation keeps going up. If they get a high inflation reading, it's most likely going to crash cryptos and the stock market. So knowing there's going to be a very volatile time period, maybe it's best to pull out and let the volatility settle, because what you can see is a lot of times, even during the biggest volatility, when you know things are bullish, you can see these crazy dumps and then pumps right back up. So there's a lot of fake outs. These whales, they will try to manipulate you to selling your cryptos, to faking you out. The whales, what they like to do is they like to move price up to build people's confidence up. Oh my gosh, it's going to go so higher. Boom, and that's when they drop it. That's why you need to take profits. The whales, the market makers, what they do is they try to sell. They drop the prices before the retail investors think it's going to go down. So you have to outbeat them, and that requires patience and humility by taking little percent profits every single day. The goal is to buy low and sell high. If your account is up higher, pull out, let it crash, boom, get back in, then let it go back up. That's just a certain strategy that you can implement during these bearish periods. But guys, thank you so much for staying into the end. Make sure you watch that course. If you want a great crypto trading platform, claim your $4,000 deposit bonus over on Bybit. The links will be in my video description, guys, and in my top pinned comments. Watch that course. It will save you so much money if you can just learn a few indicators, a few strategies, guys, where you can be taking advantage of these markets. Highly recommend it. Thank you so much for staying into the end. I will see you guys later.